welcome everybody. Nice to be talking to you, interacting with you. Like Abhijit said, I'm Dean of Sciences at GITAM University, which is a 44-year-old university. That's probably one of the bigger private universities in India. We have three campuses: one on the East Coast in Visakhapatnam, which is the main or the mother campus, and then two upcoming campuses in Hyderabad and Bangalore. The programs are pretty similar, although in Hyderabad and Bangalore we are building some areas for the future, whereas there are already these faculties here in Vizag. Now, GITAM has very strong ambitions. Yeah, and these ambitions are to become obviously, and you will hear it from every university, so it's not something new. Yeah, GITAM's articulation is we want to be top 100 in teaching, research, and innovation by 2040, which is probably a very challenging task. What does that mean for us is that we want to be the best in what we do. Yeah, so we understand that we compete with some of the really big groups all around the world, and we have to then figure out what our niche is and do the best quality research, innovation, teaching that we do. And that's where people like you who have got these superior qualifications and who are willing to come back to India make a big difference, because you are the ones who are going to drive the future as we see it. So I'll describe a little bit about the school, and then we can talk in terms of individual questions, specific questions, etc. We have 12 schools, as you saw in the video, spanning at the School of Engineering, the School of Management, the School of Science, School of Engineering and School of Science, or School of Technology as the engineering school is called, is the biggest in terms of student strength. Second is School of Science. Then there's Management. Then we have a School of Nursing, a medical school, humanities, architecture, and various smaller faculties. So this is what GITAM is all about. Our total strength, give or take, across the three campuses is about 25,000 students. So it's pretty large, with about maybe 7 to 8,000 intake every year, as we when we admit students. We have bachelor's programs, BTech programs, masters, and PhD. BTech, MTech in engineering, BTech in biotechnology, as well as a Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, MSc, and then of course PhD. We have, I think, Vijit, if I'm not mistaken, 1,200 or so PhD scholars spread across three campuses.
Right.
Yeah. So and we have an intake system every year where we carefully select PhD scholars. If you look at the sciences where I belong, the sciences have we have the departments of biochemistry and bioinformatics, biotechnology, microbiology and food science and technology, mathematics, physics, chemistry. So these are and environmental science is one of our big departments. So these are the faculties that we have. Some of them, most of them are in the other schools in Hyderabad and Bangalore, but something like, say, environmental science is still not been established elsewhere. Biotechnology in Bangalore has just started, and so has food science and technology. As far as we are concerned, this is one campus where there's we expect that people will collaborate across the sites. So in terms of teaching, we have the conventional degrees, and we're also looking at, in light of the new education policy, transforming the way we now teach. So we have the concept of majors and minors and electives based on what you do. So there's a very nice profile to what a student would get once they complete a BSc from here. We're looking at various other constructions like integrated BSc, masters, or integrated PhDs that people can do directly after they do a bachelor's, including a year in industry where they could perhaps get a more advanced honors degree in BSc once they get industrial experience. We have I guess it's not yet a dual degree, but it's a degree we give in BSc Physics, Chemistry, Maths, Biology, in association with University of Melbourne, which is the top university in Australia. We are now going to be converting that into a dual degree because now it's possible to do it. So people who are accepted into that program will get a GITAM University of Melbourne dual degree. The proposal there is to have a 2+2 kind of construction, where 2 years they spend in GITAM and 2 years they spend at the University of Melbourne, and with an almost almost a certainty of being accepted into Melbourne's master's program if they so wish to do. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that we are evolving. We have collaborations with some industries. Like for Pfizer, we deliver a full-fledged bachelor's course, which is only for their employees, and many such things based on requirements. So that's about teaching. We were one of the few universities who were actually were not very much interrupted in our instruction during COVID, because we spent a lot of effort during the first lockdown in India by getting into a large collaboration with Coursera, so we could deliver Coursera courses as well as online courses. We invested a lot in online delivery. So as a result of that, our students did not miss really many months because of COVID. Blended teaching, hybrid teaching, flipped classrooms are all going to be standard. We're investing a lot in improving our classrooms. So we have got 30% of our classrooms upgraded so that there could be simultaneous streaming from all sites. So people in Hyderabad can attend classes in Vizag. So that becomes much easier and manageable for us in terms of the quality of teaching, which can then be propagated. Always on the lookout for innovative methods of teaching, experiential and otherwise, not just the conventional exam based. One of the things we have done, and that is paying dividends right now, and I'll talk about that a little later also, is that we have developed a course in entrepreneurship, how to become an entrepreneur, and that course is mandatory for all incoming students in either their first semester or their second semester. So as of now, we have had about 19,000 students who have taken that course. After that, if they have a desire to become entrepreneurs, we then put them through a separate program, which is called a Ready, Set, Go program. And our program is in association with Northeastern University in Boston, which is recognized as one of the top universities when it comes to entrepreneurship education. More about that in just a minute. I have maybe 2 minutes left. I just wanted to now touch upon the whole research and innovation part of what we wish to do. Vijit, can I share my screen? So I just showed a couple of slides. I hope you can see these.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So basically, how can we transform the research innovation? We recognize that research, innovation, and activities linked to it are going to be the predominant path to becoming world class. Yeah, we have a very good research program, but we need to really transform it and amplify it in orders of magnitude, not just 10% or 50% or whatever. So what are the kinds of things we wish to do to create innovative solutions? What we did was, I'll skip this, but a couple of things is we have established this concept of centers of innovation. They're not centers of excellence. We don't call them centers of excellence because that's got a formal connotation according to UGC, and you require to satisfy certain conditions. But these are centers of innovation where they provide leadership in specific areas of innovation. So it's about trying to take our ideas, take our research findings, and push them into a pipeline that could lead to ideas and potential startup businesses. If you look at the way we wish to do it is like this. The terminology might differ, but this is terminology that we used in when I was working in industry. So there's proof of principle, which is really your background research, R&D, R if you want to call it, not the D part in there, potentially leading to certain ideas. That then you take into innovation, which is proof of concept, that these ideas indeed are acceptable, validated, and work, and then move it into proof of viability, which is essentially incubating them to see whether they can become businesses, and then you accelerate outside. So we have a continuum. So what we call as research and innovation is actually a research, innovation, and entrepreneurship continuum that we want to push. And the continuum is based on the fact that there is a technology pull and a technology push. Our faculty, students, alumni coming up with great ideas that we can then sort and push into businesses that can potentially be successful. So what you see there in the middle as VDC is the Venture Development Center, which we have created 2 years ago, which is exclusively for this kind of activity. Yeah, and we have a team of about 40 coaches whose job is to only coach student teams, faculty teams, alumni teams to bring ideas to market. And the VDC is the one that works across all 3 campuses, and lots of opportunities. We now have 230 student teams working on different ideas, which we hope that will find success in the world. We also have a Section 8 company which can then take ideas, IPR, etc., and either license or push it into commercial activity. In terms of our research strategy, this is what we want to do. The kind of very large, broad thematic areas from a strategic point of view, and then people, scientists, faculty will then populate that with projects. And one of the things we have done is that our positioning is on building healthy, resilient, and sustainable societies, whether it's the individual, the community, and the environment. So we have kind of linked that to the UN Sustainable Development Goals under these 4 thematic areas, and where we see that most of our research should fall in here. Whatever research we do has to be of high quality, and most of our research then falls under these 4 themes. They're broad enough to actually encompass a lot of stuff that we do across not just the sciences, but across all domains, whether it is public policy, whether it's management, whether it is supply chain, whether it is engineering. Yeah. So the 4 themes are holistic health, sustainable development, resilient communities, including smart cities, and of course a catch-all, which is emerging or novel technologies. In pursuit of this, we have started spending a lot on improving our infrastructure, research infrastructure. This year, for example, we've committed, and we are now in the process of purchasing about 40 crore rupees worth of equipment for research, so that we have a basic research infrastructure ready, and then we can start building individual specific requirements. So it's an exciting time to be here in GITAM now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing many of you actually come to GITAM, apply to our programs, and join us.